Hey guys, I hope you're all doing wonderful. Today I wanted to do a video. This is upside down. I wanted to do a video showing you my recent journals and mostly Hobonishis, because this is the month for Hobonishi. So I thought I should do a Hobonishi video because I honestly want to fangirl a little bit about the stuff they're bringing up and what would I want to buy for the Hobonishi 2024. I don't know about you guys, but I've been looking for videos online for any Hobonishi videos of people talking or anything about it, just even like a tiny bit. But yeah, I have it in here 2 Hobonishi weeks, and one of them I'm gonna talk about it in a moment. And then I have a Han A6 Hobonishi, and then this one I'm gonna talk about that. Obviously all of this I'm gonna talk about it. And then I also have a 2022 A5 planner that I've been giving it a very good use lately, so I'm pretty excited about that. And this is my everyday weeks, but this one right here is one that I'm not currently using, but I can give you guys a little bit of a little bit bendy there. I can give you guys a little bit of an idea of what I want to do with this one. So you guys know I'm a huge fan of Hobonishi, and I do like their covers. The way this is made is very, very good. Top notch, everything, the cover through even this page here that I really like. I never covered this up just because I just like how simple, and yet I don't know, I like it. I like it. And I know when the time will pass by, I'm gonna want to look into this, or at least even just have them outside or whatever. And I know I'm gonna look at this and be like, wow, I remember when I was like this and I used to love this. And this is gonna give me a throwback. I know for sure. I'm that type of person. And so this is from this year, but I haven't really done anything in here. I have so many, well, yeah, I have multiple or few Hobonishis that are not being used right now, either from this year, from last year, or the year before that. I like to collect them, but at the same time I want to use them as a journal in some future, like a full-on complete look-alike journal, not like a planner. And this is my first. I'm going to show you what I mean by that. I've been cutting or taking out pages from the back here. If you guys can see, maybe right there, I did this, and when I got to see this, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm maybe weaken, I think it is weak. The notebook, if I keep doing this, maybe I can mess something up. So I stopped doing it. Obviously I glued all the pages that I wanted to glue and use, but I'm not doing that method anymore. What I am going to do is let me show you first. So this is what I did over here. So you can see this is a whole I did kind of like a goodish cut in a way that it really doesn't look much of a difference of it used to be here a little weeks, but it's not. So I took off those pages from here, from the back, and then I make sure that the size was good enough that it would cover at least all the black lines and the part from I'm sorry, I'm rambling on, but the date part and all that over here and all this top. I want it to look more like a journal, feel like a journal, and basically that's what I wanted. I love Hobonishi, and I use Hobonishi. I've been using Hobonishi for so many years now. So many years, I can say 4, maybe 5 years soon. So it hasn't been a lot compared to other people that has been using Hobonishi for more than I have. But for me, that's a lot compared. I haven't stick to a brand a brand that I like so much for so many years, and Hobonishi is it for me. I really like it. But I always really liked the cover and how everything was made. I like everything about the Hobonishi and I decided that I wanted to still use the Hobonichi and use the pages and the paper and at the size, the cover, everything, but I wanted this page to be like the same page as, the same as this one, like a note section. Instead of being like a planner, like a weekly planner, I just wanted to be a blank graph page. And it was really hard to find that out there because Hobonichi paper is completely different. I have done watercolor in here, and I have done other mixed medias, and on top of that I have been able to write in it. Obviously the page has to be dry, but it has worked so well that I never had a problem with the Hobonichi. I have tried other brands that have Tomoe River paper as well, and their Tomoe River paper, I'm not really sure if there's like a difference between other brands or between like the brand that Hobonichi uses or the brand that, or how Hobonichi makes their own paper, but I think their paper is just really great quality. I'm very interested to see how all my mixed media will work with the new paper. I'm hoping that it will be for the good because I really love Hobonichi, so it will be really sad to part with them if for some reason I feel like I don't really enjoy them anymore. That being so, it's not gonna stop me this year from buying all the stuff that I really want to get. So yeah, but yeah, I really like this idea, and I was able to, because you can hear there, that's actually the glue, the double-sided tape. Some places I may have some tape residue, so the pages stick together. That's like the one thing that I'm been trying to figure out, how I can glue these pages in a way that it will still feel like a page and not hear that sound every time I turn a page. Well, this one was pretty good. Not this one though. But either way, it's not a big deal. Later on I can always put a sticker on it or whatever. But I don't really like that, and I do want to avoid this happening in other future pages. And if this goes well, I think I'm gonna do this with a lot of Hobonichi weeks, which is the reason why I wanted to try all this before I get before the Hobonichi sale, because if I'm interested in other weeks that I really liked, I would like to purchase them. I don't really want to make multiple purchases, and it's really sad. I will tell you in a little bit why I think that's sad. Why some of that is sad, whatever. So that's basically what I'm doing with this one right now, or I am doing. I don't know if you saw that, the one little, I wanted to try it out and see what I think and how it would look, and this is how it looks. Just a simple like journal spread that I made, and see how I felt about it and if it was like too bulky or whatever. But honestly, it just looks fine. I want to journal on this, but I really at the same time don't want to journal. I always wanted to fill out a whole journal with already decorated pages and kind of like just write on that, and it will feel different just because I know I created that. Although the whole process of the journaling sometimes is you create something and you write about it, and sometimes the creativity is whatever you want to write about is what inspires your created page sometimes. So I feel that, I don't know, although I do like decorating pages. One of my favorite things to do when I'm like, I want to do something, I just don't know what. Either it's like doodling or writing whatever, or decorating pages. So yeah, and then we have my current Hobonichi weeks. That is the 2023 one that I'm using, and I have this thing from Hobonichi that I bought, I think it was last year or the year before that, and I really didn't know how to use this. But I took the elastic out of this cover and I forgot where I put it, and I was like, I want to use this cover, but I don't know how I'm gonna use it now. But I found this and I was like, this is perfect. This is all I want. I don't really care. I think this is pretty cool. I like it. I want to have it like that, or keep it like that. I believe this is from Parasol Paper, or Paper Parasol, or Parasol Paper. I'm not really sure. But very pretty. And this cover is from Shakespeare. Is the Prince? Yeah, I think it's Prince from the Outlander collection. And I forgot to mention, this one is also from Shakespeare, but I don't really remember the name of this one. I cannot remember the name of that one. But yes, so this is what I am currently working on with. I am not a huge, I want to show you, I don't want to say, this one, since I did post this earlier. So it has been a very nice, not overwhelming journey with the Hobonichi weeks. Sometimes I feel there are some weeks where I don't journal for 3 days, or like I don't write what I did. It's more like writing a highlight. Sometimes I forget that, and I'm like straight up like, I did this, I did that, I cleaned, I cooked, and I did also this stuff, and I'm like too straight. And I wish I was more like flexible, more like, you know, something out of the day. Sometimes I forget that I mostly did this just to kind of write about a little highlight of my day. The purpose of this side over here was for me to write or journal about my day if I had a lot more to say here. Sometimes I felt like it wasn't a good enough space for me to write, and I felt that this space right here was super nice some days because I wanted to write something quick. And I felt that just writing here the date and writing what I want to say, and then if I have something else to say another day, it doesn't even have to be every day. It's just like whenever I have to say a lot about something, I write it in here. And it has been such a good help for me sometimes to kind of relieve stress or information that I want to write about, just don't know where. Or sometimes I take this with me. I journal with this I travel with this all the time. Is my one journal or planner notebook that I don't really leave anywhere if I'm traveling, because I do still like to write about my days. That being said, I have gone to trips where I really don't even write anything for a whole week. So yes, but I still like to bring it because I want to have the option. I hate having to leave it at home, and when I'm like thinking, oh, I should make a video, I should write about this in my weeks, and I remember I didn't brought my weeks, or let me write it down on my phone so I can later on write it on my weeks. It just like becomes like too much work, and I just don't like it. So I like to bring my weeks with me all the time, and this year I decided to buy a weeks that is a English edition, as you can see in here, and all the wordings in here. So this is an English edition. One thing I kind of like hit myself from not doing was not using these pages here. I don't know what this was. Out of service, come back. Oh God. I think maybe I was at work when I did this. I can't remember. So I really dislike that I didn't use this during December and the last week of November, because it would have made a whole complete journal of me like journaling through those days as well. And plus December, it would have been nice to have that in here. So I kind of regret not using this in the beginning, which I hope that this year will be different. I am gonna be going to Florida in December, so I am trying to think if I'm gonna take my 2024 Hobonichi with me or not, because that also means that I will have to bring this one with me. So I'm trying to think, because I will have 2 weeks basically, yeah. And when is the last day of this? I think it's January. No, this is actually December. I forgot about it. Okay, which is great. I forgot about that, but which is nice. But yeah, I'm not really sure. I think I may do that. We'll see. Maybe I will bring this one with me mostly, and then the 2024 I may just leave it here and then write all the things that I want to write in my phone, and then pass it to my weeks when I come back. It's only gonna be like a week, so it won't be like a big deal, and that's fine. I mean, I will do it just because of that situation. I really don't want to bring all my planners and stuff with me. I think that will be like too much. So but yeah, so what I've been doing is I've been using one ink per week. So I ink my pens, and I'm like, okay, cool, now I'm gonna use that color the whole week. And sometimes it just depends, like, sorry guys, sometimes it really depends on the pen. Sometimes I have a new pen and I want to use that one, or I have a new ink and I want to use that one, or I just feel like using a certain color, and I use that one for the whole week in my weeks, and basically just using my inks and all that. So I thought that was fun, and also it helps me like not having to clean my fountain pens every week. It wasn't into this week that I decided that I wanted to have all my weeks to be a certain color for that whole week. And that's when I was like, oh, I kind of like that, because I think I did something like that with this one, and I really like how everything was all color, and this one was a different thing. It was a different color, and I was like, oh, I kind of like everything being one color. And I believe this week I kind of forgot about it, and that's why it's in black, because I know for sure I forgot about that. But on this week I really started with using black, because black is one of my favorite colors, and using my same old platinum one. And honestly, it's been great. I really like it. I enjoy doodling, and everything just fits so well. I decided to do the happy anniversary and happy birthday, sweetie, because that was like for that very special moment, 3 years together, and also his birthday the next day. And so I thought that, you know, even if it's some color that it's not black, I thought it would be okay. And then I did this one as well, and this one kind of like, I felt like it. And on the back, I didn't show you guys, but here in the back is where I do all my this week inks and pens, and they are all in here. I did a lot of budgeting for a while in here, well, little bit in here, and I did a lot of calligraphy practicing, doodles, a bunch of ink tests and coloring tests, and so many things. So that's when I first felt like, okay, so maybe for next year, because I'm already almost done with my back pages, so I think that next year, instead of like getting irregular weeks, I may get a mega week, just because I have been using non-stop the back pages. The only reason why right now I haven't gotten to the last page is because I've been holding on a little bit, since it's not even almost, I mean, it is already the other half of the year, but not like even the first month is already like over, and I'm almost done with them. So I never ever thought I would say that, but I think that for next year, as my main highlight planner journal, it will be a mega, yeah. And I may do it in Spanish as well. I mean, Spanish, that's crazy, oh god. But yeah guys, I think that what I'm gonna do is I'm going to be ordering the mega weeks for next year as my main journal and planner, and highlight journal. And I will also be ordering other ones that won't be megas. I think the only mega will be for like my regular planner of the year. So yeah, and I think it will be an English version too. So I am pretty happy with this version. I'm pretty happy with my weeks, and it has been so helpful. I love this thing. Okay, and so now I have this is my Hobonichi Han, which is I got this in April. Let me check, because you know I have all these blank pages over here. Yeah, so you guys, I actually uploaded, or I did the whole like what is it called, sorry, I did the whole unboxing of this when I received it, and that was also a video where I did a little of journaling video in it. So this was in April when I got it, and it was only because I've been holding this Hobonichi in in hold for a couple months, and I've been waiting for an item to be come back in stock, but I didn't want to do a whole order that will cost me so much for shipping, and then when that new item comes back in stock, when I'm gonna buy it, how I'm gonna buy it, do I have to pay for shipping again? Which we all know the answer is you probably will find it somewhere else for like double the price. Yes, you may have to pay for shipping if you order again. Obviously, that is not even a possibility. That is actually going to happen. So I just didn't want to like waste money, because shipping is pretty expensive. So I love the whole idea that they let you kind of leave that order on hold. I know they're not gonna do that anymore, and it's pretty sad, but they have done some changes in the website that has been for the better, at least in my case. So even though they don't have the order on hold, which is sad, and that you cannot edit, as well as if you purchase this product and you don't really want any of them, or one of them, or you meant to get 3 but you got 2, you have to cancel your whole order, I believe. And I don't even know if you can do that, because I cannot remember. But either way, they have a couple of new payments options now, which is very handy. And I already started putting stuff in my cart, because, well, not in my cart, in like a little area which is like the favorite part of the website. And I have like a bunch of other stuff in my favorites. So what I've been doing, because I have this many pages right now to clear out so that I can actually be in track with this page, which today for me is August 23. So I only have a couple pages in here that I have to fill out that I have to fill out, so that I can actually then start focusing on everything else, instead of like, I want to fill this up. But to be honest, I write so much. I like to practice my calligraphy a lot, and when I get new washi tapes and new inks and new pens, I like to use these pages to try them out, to just maybe document the washi tapes I got or whatever it is. So I've been using them very much. I also did my budgeting in here, even extra journaling when I was already like, I couldn't write anymore, because I either did too much stickers or I'm writing too much. So but it's been great, and I really love it. And this is it's bulking up, and this is where I am right now. So I like to do watercoloring in here. This takes watercolor so well. Fountain pens here, at least for me, the ones that I have tried, if I'm not mistaken, they don't really bleed through unless I am doing some type of calligraphy with a very fine nib. Like for example, this flex nib, they tend to be sharper, and so if you're trying to flex a little bit, they may rip the page a little. I know from experience that when I turn the page, I see the whole ink on the other side, and I'm like, oh god. So it just like, if it's a fine nib and you're putting too much pressure, it may, you know, obviously break through. So, but it's fine. I really don't care. I think every time something happens, I look at that as you know, go with the flow. Whatever happens, it happens. You know, like I really can't control that. You know, it happens, it happens. I know it sounds like dumb, because well, not dumb, but you know, This is already hardcover, so it's not like you need to protect it. But this really doesn't last the 2023. The more you keep, what is it called, like brushing it against other stuff, it's only ink. It's not like engraved or anything in there. So that's the only thing. I wish the date was there, but you can always either get a sticker or whatever, or use a marker and put 2023 in there. So it's not a big deal. It's more like I wanted to preserve that, obviously, because of the good use I've been giving this journal. That's the only thing, but it's not a big deal. That being said, I don't think I will be buying a Hun next year. I only bought a Hun this year because when I was doing that purchase in February, I believe, I noticed that somebody, I think, may have like can't even speak. I think that somebody just took this out of their cart and it was available. They have one left, so I added to my cart because I wanted to try this out. It seemed pretty interesting. Didn't like the part that I couldn't put a cover in it, since I do own a couple covers, but it's fine. It's like, can't complain. I will be getting, I wanted to get the English version with the cream color that they mostly just have it for the Japanese version. I wanted to get that in English version, but they're not gonna have it now. It will be out, I think it's in November or December. And like I said, I am not going to make 2 purchases unless they actually have all the other stuff that I want in that date. Then I may change when I want to do this order. But everything that I have seen so far will be dropping literally on the 1st of September. And I don't really think I want to wait 2 months just for a English edition. So yeah. But it's been nice using this, and I've been using a lot of my Disney stickers and washi tapes. By the way, Creativity and Ink, the best Disney shop sticker shop ever. Her quality of stickers is the bomb, and this is not, give me a second, this is not an advertisement, okay guys? I'm not, you know, trying to sell you anything or anything like that, but this is my little book I have, and these are all like her stickers, except this one. I believe these 2 are from No White Space, but look at the stickers, and the quality on it is the best I have tried out there, and I really love it. This is so pretty. And by the way, this sticker book is from, what is it, Parcel Paper Co., which I was talking about it earlier, which is this little charm came from there. So this also, I bought it from them, and I got some washi tapes, got some stuff from them. But yeah, yes, so we are gonna move on to my last one, which I can't believe this has only been 40 minutes, and I have been able to talk about all this. Most times this would take me like 2 hours, but that's good. So this is my Hobonichi A5 from 2022, I think. And this is a cover from Chick Sparrow, and is from the Outlander collection in the Fergus color. Is one of my favorite colors, one of my favorite collection. Fergus is my favorite of all. It's just so pretty. I have it in every size. I have it on Wix, I have it on Passport, and I believe I have it in a pocket size. I wanted to say I have it in a Passport Deluxe, but I don't think I have it in a Passport Deluxe. And I also have it on this one, which is the A5, which I only was able to buy this because they had it in sale with their, I think it was like a Christmas or Black Friday. They had a bunch of stuff in sale, and the Fergus was in sale. So I was like super happy. My favorite leather ever. I love it. Okay, so This is, let's see, yeah, 2022. This is from okay, you can't see that. This is the 2022, and I started to use the weekly here for a little bit. I was testing and I didn't do anything else. As you can see, this is all blank. I never use these pages. They're all don't have anything in them. So I wasn't really using this planner as much, and I don't know why I had in mind when I bought this. At first I thought it was because of the weeks, so I thought that's why I bought this, but I cannot remember, to be honest, why. The only reason, again, that I think it was is because to use this part, which from all the whole journal, that's the one thing I use the least, which is funny. I end up using this as a German type of notes taking. I was also journaling whenever I could. I was also trying to practice my handwriting for my right hand. Since I'm a lefty, I'm trying to write with my left hand. Hopefully that will in some future help. I did a lot of writing in here, mostly. Sometimes I wanted to say something, so it was really nice because it was huge that I feel like I can write so much in one page. And well, I feel like I wrote so much, but it was only one page, but at the same time I was okay with that. And I feel that this was a great place to try layouts and stuff like that. And then I started doing some budgeting in here. This is when I got my One Piece stuff last year, and I wanted to kind of journal about it. And yeah, I don't know. This is the planner I have in my weeks. I don't really know what happened here, to be honest. I don't know why I journaled this in January 18, or if I just did that out of date, because sometimes I do that. So yeah, I did a bunch of writing in here. I did a lot of tests for new inks that I got, testing new pens and testing new fountain pen size of nibs. Also doing a lot of, I did try to do some watercoloring in here and a lot of drawings, trying to be a little bit more artistic and be more creative and make something that is not like I didn't got from an idea from someone else or from something else. That can be hard. And I've been also using this to do some ink test, and it has been fun. I like Tomoe River paper in general, so this Tomoe River paper from Hobonichi is the bomb. So I really like it. So I was doing a lot of ink tests and watercoloring with, or well, yeah, we can call it watercoloring with fountain pen ink. I also did my own visual painting, basically. So I draw and watercolor what I had in front of me. Yeah, this, do not ask me what this is. Let's move on. Thank you. So yeah, just do a lot of tests and a lot of ink tests and watercoloring, and I don't know, I think this journal was really good for that. If you see, this right here doesn't look like it's, it's full, but as soon as I start flipping, there's so many writing in here. I have done many ink videos in here as well. This is where I do my tests for my ink videos, and it has been super handy. I thought that next year I would love to buy, for next year I would love to buy an A5 again. I was trying to debate if I wanted to get an A6 or get two A6 at least, and one of them will be for what I'm doing right now, and the other one will be just for the same thing that I'm doing with the A5, but I've been using the A5 just because of that. It's so big and it has so much space, and I can make my videos in here and get a good close-up and still have a good amount of the page in it. With an A6, I feel like I will have to zoom in a lot, or I will have to compensate by putting stuff around it that, you know, maybe the notebook is too small to cover a whole screen and stuff like that. And I like taking this out when I'm watching a video or a movie and just doodle in it, or do a lot of watercoloring in here. So it's been really nice just to have this, and I don't have like a specific way to use it, or I have to use it every day because of this. I normally use it every day right now, and I'm not forcing it. I just take it out and start writing, and that's basically how I wish all my journals were. But some of them I care too much about how they look or how the pages end up looking, that I just don't do that with all my journals and all my planners. But this one is really nice that I can just do that and write if I want to write, doodle, and write if I want to as well. I don't really use stickers in here. As you can see in the beginning, I was, because I thought I was going to use this also as a journal, but I think I had too much pressure on it that I decided not to use it. And now that it's only just for like using my fountain pens and just testing them out, or practicing my lettering or my handwriting or whatever it is, it's more or less of just a notebook that catches all basically. So, which is nice. So yeah, so this is basically all that I'm using right now. Currently these 3 that are my main journals, planner, that I'm using non-stop every day. Every day I write in them, every day I use them, and I've been really liking the whole, this year has been super nice for that. I've been using all my pages, and I've been using all my fountain pens and my inks, which makes me happy because it's sad when you buy something and you don't use it. So I'm happy that I'm using the stuff that I pay for. So for next year, real quick, I know this video is already in 50 minutes, but I wanted to talk about like what I was thinking about for next year, and I believe I had something written down for that, because I forget about stuff, and it's good to have things written down for that. Okay, so I have it on my phone. I thought I had it here, but I have it on my phone. So I decided that I wanted to buy 2 weeks for next year. One will be for budgeting. Right now, currently, I'm using this. Caramba. I'm using this is a ring planner. I like it. I like ring planners. I literally got a couple of stuff for the ring planner, and I'm actually really happy I didn't go forward with buying a new cover and a new stuff, because I know myself that after a while a ring planner doesn't end up working out so much for me, because I kind of like taking things with me, or being able to have stuff with me, like carry it with me, like travel. And even if I'm going to work, I would love to just look back at it and be like, okay, so this is what I gotta do this week, or this is how much I gotta pay, or this is when this is gonna happen. And sometimes I don't, well, not sometimes, I never take this out just because I don't have the space to put this in my bag, and it's pretty big compared to if I just take this with me. It's pretty slim, and I can just really quickly open it up and go into my week. Okay, here it is. Or let me look at my monthly, and whatever it is. So it's really easy. So I decided that for next year, I normally buy 2 to 3 weeks from Hobonichi every year. So it's not like I'm buying something extra this year, but I am gonna have another weeks that I will be using during the whole year as well, which will be interesting since I never really use more than 1 week as a planner, or, you know, added into my lifestyle. which is really nice. And but this has been great. I really been liking this, and I love everything about this. And I may just keep it to have it here at home, maybe do the major budgeting in here, and over there I can just do my daily stuff with things that I have spent money on, or to keep track of the stuff that I've been buying. Whatever it is, I just know that I want to have something with me that I can just look at wherever I am. And then I'm also getting in a 6 daily journal, daily. I think I am going to get this for next year, just because this year has been really nice. It's been such a nice little place to write things off your day. My weeks is nice for writing my highlights, but my A6 is really nice because it's a pretty good amount of space that I can write things that happened that day, or like something that I want to talk about, or whatever it is. So I feel like the A6 is a really nice place for that. It's not too big, and it's also not too small, so it's a good amount of space for me to write on a daily, since I do get my hands hurts a lot. So imagine having to do that on an A5 every day. I probably get tired. So I don't use my whole page on the A5 at this moment, and I'm okay with that because that's not the whole purpose of it. But for my A6, it's not really difficult to fill out my whole page because it's not too big, yet it's not small. I can't really explain it. And then the A5 will be an ink test and kind of like a video ink notebook type of thing, where I do my TikTok videos and stuff. I've been using the A5 to do a couple of my videos, and I've been liking it. So I decided that I want to use that for the TikTok videos, and also for everything else. So basically a catch-all. I can do everything in here no matter what. So that's why I want to keep using this, because that's how helpful it's been. It's been there for everything else I want to do. So it's been great. I've been loving this whole setup, and I can't wait to see everything else. I can't wait to see the new dashboards. I mean, not dashboards, the new pencil boards they're gonna bring up. And I already saw a couple of their colors. They have a basic from the Big Color collection, and they have one that is I think it's blue outside, and it's orange inside. It's a really nice vivid orange. Looks so pretty. I can't wait for the reveal in the website. That will be tomorrow, which will be the 24th for us. 24:10 p.m. Yeah, 24:10 p.m. here in Massachusetts. But it will be 11 a.m. the 25th, which is Friday for Japan. So I can't wait to see the whole reveal. And honestly, not gonna lie, I just can't wait to start adding all that stuff to my favorites. I'm like, add this, add that, add this, don't forget that. I can't wait. So I'm really excited, guys, and it has been such a journey with Hobonichi. When I first started it back in 2019, I thought for sure, let me just try this Hobonichi avec and see how I felt about it. And then I started trying the Hobonichi weeks, and then I kind of got stuck. I wasn't really sure what I want to do, and then I was like, I want to do some journaling in here, but I'm not sure. I used to have a Traveler's Notebook Standard TN, and it felt like it was too big for me and too wide, and the Hobonichi weeks seems like it was the perfect size for me. And I felt that I fell in love with that. Then the moment I started to find other ways to use my Hobonichi, I couldn't really see any other journal. I kept trying other ones. Obviously, I kept buying them and finishing other journals and stuff. It doesn't really stop me from trying other things. But my #1 planner, notebook, journal brand is Hobonichi, just because of their quality so well and so good that sometimes I really don't mind the price. And I'm actually really happy they're not that expensive. They are pricey, but they're not expensive compared to other brands that are coming up this year, that I have seen so many new planners out there with Tomoe River paper and Hobonichi size, and none of them look and feel like a Hobonichi, okay? And I'm sorry, but they're pretty expensive, and you can buy a Hobonichi for $15-20. Those planners are about $30-50. Just a planner. You can get one Hobonichi A6 with a cover for $40-50. No thank you, I'm sorry. I know a lot of people out there are not super happy with their Hobonichi, with their setup. Like, they have tried and they're not like super happy. Not a fan, not a complete fan like other people out there. For example, Erin Condor, I think that's how you say it. That's a brand of planners that a lot of people back when I started doing planning were very into, and they're still into this year, today. But it's been a while since I have heard about them. Either way, it's a type of planner that I really don't like as much, or I don't really enjoy it because it's not for me. The same thing goes for Hobonichi for a lot of people, so I kind of understand that. But this has gone so well for me. I just don't really want to change my setup. And again, Hobonichi is so inexpensive compared to other brands that are coming up with new planners this year, that I just felt that I don't know. I know that I will be getting my Hobonichi Weeks avec, not avec, my Hobonichi Weeks A6 and A5 this year, and I'm definitely going to be on the lookout. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. And also, I hope you all have the time to buy some of the Hobonichi stuff. I know it's coming. The date is different because Japan is a different time compared to us in the United States. We have also different times. So I know some people get paid some days, some people get on Friday night, some people get paid like the next week. So I hope you guys get a chance to buy what you want. It's really sad they're not doing the whole like putting your whole order on hold, because that would have been very handy for a lot of us. But I think that for me, I think that this year will be okay, and I will be able to handle that, and I won't have to sell my soul to get some. So yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Again, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in my next one. If you have any comments, if you want to talk about what you're thinking about getting for Hobonichi, and or if you're getting Hobonichi planner this year, let me know in the comment below. I am pretty interested. I stalk Hobonichi Instagram every day and their website as well, even so I know they only post the new stuff at 10 p.m. I'm there basically the whole day. So yeah, but okay guys, I will talk to you guys all later. Have a wonderful day. God bless you all, and take care guys. Bye bye.